Salute, men. Bad Boy DTV proudly presents Men Should Stay Single into his 40s and beyond. Stay single, man. Oh yeah, stay single, man. Why would you want to get tied down into a relationship? Honestly, why? Tell me right now. Just kidding, you're watching a video. I'm gonna explain in this video one of the basic red pills of why men should stay single. Stay tuned and let's start the show. Bad Boy TV. Hopefully you men are aware of the dreaded wall that females have to face. And you've seen it firsthand. The wall is almost undefeated. There are a few rare exceptions. I'll say I actually know a 60-year-old lady who looks better than she's ever looked in her life. But those are rare exceptions. The wall defeats almost all. However, men, we don't really have a wall unless we let it hit us. Unless we hit ourselves with it. And we should not hit ourselves with a wall, obviously. Ideally, in our 20s, we should be working on ourselves to be a good version of ourselves, growing as individuals, learning as much as we can. However, some of us, myself included, make the mistake of partying their entire 20s or working at a dead-end job or letting their 20s waste away. And that's acceptable. You can get started in your purpose in your 30s too. It's not too late, guys. It's never too late for us men. That's the beautiful part of being a man. If anything, I consider the fact I kind of wasted, quote unquote, part of my 20s to be a good thing. I didn't get settled down. I didn't have a wife and kids. I kept myself independent. And truthfully, it was on purpose. I think I intuitively knew this. Maybe it was the good father above protecting me. But I've seen it a lot, fellas, where I see a lot of unhappy guys stuck in dead-end relationships, dead-end jobs, mortgage payments that they're stuck in. They're in jail without even having to be in jail. One of the secrets, men, is that we age tremendously. We only get more attractive with age if we take care of ourselves. Heck, I'm planning on reaching my physical and financial peak, maybe when I'm 45 or 50. Never think that being single is a bad thing. Work on your purpose, work on attaining resources, learning as much as you can. If you want to have kids, like I said, as long as you take care of yourself, you can have kids at a later point in life. Use Bill Goldberg as an example. He's 50 and he has a young son. Heck, look at Goldberg. He could have had the boy when he's 60.
Ziggler thought he had this matchup in his favor until from Goldberg. Goldberg doesn't get paid by the hour. And another spear by Goldberg.
I received a comment on one of my videos where there was a man in an African village who had several children after he turned 90. If you can believe that. They got some potent libido herbs in Africa, apparently. Don't ever feel incomplete if you're single. Being single should be a blessing, and you should relish every moment of it. And that doesn't mean you can't see women or date if you do that. Have some side chicks. Heck, preferably, I'd like to have a couple of good women working for me in the near future and have them both know about this open relationship. Heck, they can be friends. Let them befriend each other and it'll be like Three's Company with less of me around, only when I require them. You know what I mean. Men, you should never be in a rush to settle down. The older you get, the more younger women you'll be able to pull. It seems to almost be a secret, or at least something that is not advertised openly. I see so many men getting in relationships with women of similar ages. and they don't usually work out well. History has dictated that some of the best relationships, there is a significant age gap between the man and the woman. And in general, it's obviously the man who is the much older party in that good relationship. Moral of the story, guys, you should never be in a rush to be in a relationship with a woman. Life should only get better for us men as we age. But the main emphasis here too, guys, is you've got to take care of yourself. A woman will be extremely turned on. A young woman, that is, will be extremely turned on by, say, a 50-year-old man who's lean and has broad shoulders, good stature and muscles, with a little bit of that salt and pepper thing going. Man, girls in their mid-20s or early 20s would go crazy for that. Because you're in shape, you're established, you're at one of the most intelligent points of your life. But you could have settled down with a woman basically the same age as you, and she's already been beaten silly with the wall. Why would you take care of yourself? I wouldn't. I'd probably want to die as soon as possible. But I don't, because I'm free. And we have the freedom to take care of ourselves and do whatever we want, to travel, to work on our purpose, to ensure our future is as bright as possible. Because shout out to BOA for the term self-preservation. It's all about preserving ourselves. We are the most important part of our lives. This movie is us. Be a star of an epic movie that ends in a blaze of glory when you're an old man, and all the great things you did with your life. And children can be included in that story. They just don't have to weigh you down in the prime of your life. And the prime of your life could be your 50s or your 60s. It's not something enough people talk about. And don't be the beta cuck that wifes up these girls once they start hitting the wall. Once they start hitting the baby rabies. Maybe you do want to be, whatever. More power to you if you want to be that. But if you want to live a fulfilling life, a life of purpose, that's not something you want to do. I've seen it too many times. These couples that just get fat together and despise each other. Is that what life is all about? Not in my book. Not in the book of BBD. So the message is enjoy being single men. Relish it. Always be thankful and gracious for being single. Don't be sad or wallow in your sorrow.
I'm a crier. I cry all the time.
I cry a lot too, man. I cry a lot myself. I really can't help you. Hell,
Because odds are, if you are, you're not gonna get any good women anyways. Because they can sense that desperate, needy, sad, depressed energy from a mile away, and they don't want to have anything to do with it. I'm definitely not a needy man, and if you are, work on that. Get that needy mentality out of your head. Stay productive. Like I said, it would be nice to have a team of women working for me one day. But like I said, they'd have to be working for me. I couldn't imagine having to put work into a couple women, and one is too much, let alone several. I don't have time for that shit. And that's the way you should be too. Make sure you have productive things that are improving your life on a daily basis. That women barely cross your mind because you're so darn busy. And if they happen to cross your path and be down with your program, then that's cool. But get that low vibration energy, for lack of a better term, out of you. They talk about strong, independent women too damn much. What about strong, independent men? That's a masculine term. Why are women even taking masculine terms? And why are women so damn masculine anyways? We don't want none of that. We want to age gracefully, be powerful and strong and healthy and successful, and have money and be generous with our money, because we know what we give out we will get back. And when we take care of ourselves and be patient, the Father above or the universe or whatever you believe in, I like to refer to it as the Heavenly Father, He will reward you with a mighty fine young Tinda or several that will respect you and respect your masculinity. And she can hit the bricks if she ain't down with your program. Just like all them other feminist masculine bitches. You made them hit the bricks and showed them the door, and not even giving them the time of day. At one time, maybe marriage was a good idea. The world was a different place back then. Now it's all the feminism and masculine women and political correctness. You shouldn't want any part of that. We gotta be the bad boy alphas in this world. And the single, strong, successful, masculine men will rule. And guys, stop being such squares. On a separate note, a separate tangent, stop being such squares. Women like the bad boy. And you know what bad boy means? It means you're cool. It means you're a cool dude. Women like cool men. So be a cool man, dude. I don't know how to describe it. Just stop being such a bird. Stop being such a fucking square. And enjoy being a single man. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, leave BBD some support. Check out my latest video in the top left corner. Check out another video right under that. Check out another video in the bottom right corner and subscribe to Bad Boy D in the top right corner. Peace, prosperity, and many blessings, man. I'm out of here.